What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Asus G15 Advantage gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're gonna check out Star Wars Outlaws. And today I decided to be a little bit different. We're gonna start, obviously, on the Asus G15 Advantage, because I am almost positive this game has Denuvo. And if I do my usual, Steam Deck, Ally, and Fire Bat Mini PC, well, then that's 3 computers gone. And then when I get to my desktops, it's gonna go, you gotta wait till tomorrow, my friend. And I'm gonna be like, well, that's lame. But instead, we're gonna start with the Asus G15 Advantage, and then we'll do the 3 systems that probably can't even play the game properly at the end. I mean, even this thing might have trouble with this game, at least the way I saw it. Maybe it had some updates and got better already, but when it first came out, it did not look like it was running all that good. Although, I will say it was doing a little better than Jedi Survivor. At least it didn't look like a Starfest. It just looks really hard to run and didn't really look that impressive. But maybe that was just a bunch of people, playing it on low and then playing an older game like Red Dead and putting everything on Red Dead up to max or something. That's happened before, but I think I remember even seeing it on IGN and it didn't look that impressive. And I'm always sitting here like, what the hell is wrong with these games? How do they run so bad and not look that great? I can actually forgive a game for running at 30, 40 FPS if it actually looks halfway decent. But then I always go back to Red Dead and I'm like, shit, well that thing runs fine and it still looks gorgeous. Obviously it's got a couple things that look a little outdated by today's standards, but it still is a gorgeous looking game. And that came out how many years ago? Anyway, sorry for the long rant. I just want to explain what's going on. So we're gonna do 1080p in this video. Probably hop in and try to play it on high. And then if that doesn't work, we'll go from there and maybe try and find some settings that actually do work and maybe try out a little FSR and this, that, and the other thing. So that's that. Let's not waste any more time and make this intro any longer, and let's hop into the game. Hopefully OBS works this time. All right, here's the settings we're gonna start out with. We got that to fill the screen. I thought something was a little off there. 300 hertz. Not that it matters because we're not locking the frame rate in any way. And we're just gonna do native for now. Although I should have put that from bias to whatever, but on native, I don't think it matters. All right, and then we can go up and look at the advanced settings here. Alrighty. Now, let's get into the game and let's just see how it does. Here we are in the game, literally the very beginning, and we can't even maintain 60 all the time indoors, so I don't think we have a lot of hope outside, but...
we need some real food.
It is what it is. And if I can't go outside for a while, well then we'll just pause, and then I'll figure out when we go outside, and then I'll relaunch. Or not even relaunch. That's what I like about Audacity. I can just pause it whenever I want. Or not Audacity, but OBS. Or just stop.
When I win, I'm gonna have placement to try.
You're leaving a lot of money on the table.
Don't know the crew, don't like it.
If you change your mind, let me know.
So, Bram, that for me?
No. But this is...
My data spike.
Yeah. And it's broken. Some scrap rat was selling it in the square.
That's
Says
no
he found
fun.
it in 6th kin turf.
And now you're gonna
Kinda looks
say
like a
messing with the
lockpick.
6 skin is a bad idea.
It's gonna get you killed.
That's another way of putting it.
You've got no crew, Kay. And you keep going it alone with high-risk scores that just go sideways.
You want it done right? You do it yourself.
I get it. You've hit some bad luck.
Bad luck. I'm out of marks, I'm broke, and I live in an attic.
Why don't you stick around the Broken Hoof tonight? Fix yourself some dinner. Let me set you up with something small, an easy hustle.
Or you could just give me that job on your pad there.
Nice try.
Then I got plans.
Take some credits. For the data spike.
I'm good.
Then I'll put it towards your rent.
I said I'm good, Bram.
Alright, can we get out of the building now and see what kind of FPS we get outside? Well, let's find out. Worst thing it does is say you can't leave yet. Still though, it seems like we can get over 60 sometimes, but not all the time. This is only 1080p. So that means I don't have a chance in hell at 1440p native with high settings, but that's okay. All right, well, let's run around for just a little bit here. Ooh,
We're
stutter.
not getting anywhere with a busted data spike.
Let's see what we're using, like 7
Come on,
gigs of
Nix.
VRAM for
Let's see
this.
Preben. This is tough. Then we break into Kleptarsis and steal the
Well,
forged
hopefully we've got
identity
enough for
cards from their safe.
1440p. I
Any
guess
luck,
time will tell, huh?
They'll get us on a shuttle to the core worlds.
But yeah, we're dropping all the way down to 52, 53. Obviously not the end of the world. Some people wouldn't even care about that. I don't like those frame time spikes, though. Those are what bother me more than the frame rate itself.
Okay? I need to give you something.
What do you want to give me?
What is it?
It's the bill for the 3 Melura your little scud stole from me last week.
Hey, you don't know that was Nick's?
All right, let's
only
move
ever
along.
seen-
Well, now let's drop things down a little bit. Let's do medium with native. And I think after that, we'll start messing around with high and FSR and all that good stuff. And here we go. Here's the medium settings we're going to try this time. All right, let's get back into the game. Here we go. Medium settings now at native resolution. So let's see how this one works out. If I remember correctly, this works just fine.
Hey, Nafis, kinda busy.
Just hear me out. I got an opening on my duct scrubber team. Sometimes the droid gets stuck, and I could sure use a good crawler. It's tough work, but it's honest.
Sorry, I got plans.
Yeah, you always got plans, Kay.
You are damn right.
A lot of shakedowns tonight. Bullies will be loaded with credits.
The junk they just throw away. I found 2 perfectly good converters in the alley.
And OBS does take up a little bit of FPS. I was noticing anywhere from like 4 to 8.
Next shipment's coming in. You'll get your car.
There's Preben.
I snuck into the truck.
Huh. All the merchants are out for the Kanto Cup.
They're protecting us, but who's protecting us from them?
All right, I think I've earned myself a little hitski. Hell yeah. Man, that was some good blueberry strudel. Some weed names are so fun. Some are pretty silly, but some are pretty fun. All right, let's move along. Now why don't we try a little FSR on high? So we're starting with fixed, quality, and we'll try frame gen next. So long as it lets me turn it on. I guess I don't know if it even works yet. I think it does, but I did so many systems today. Film rate off. A couple of times I think I forgot to turn that off too, but that just makes the picture look a little shittier. It doesn't really make it the FPS go down. And some people prefer that. I just don't really like that kind of stuff. I'm playing a game, not watching a movie. So that's just my preference though. Anyway, let's go back into the game. Now here we go with FSR 3 on quality. No frame gen yet, just FSR. I don't know what that actually equates to if you're at a base of 1080p, but all I know is it's not 1080p anymore. Probably something like 960p or something like that if I had to take a stab in the dark. What the heck are you? Said I could pet it. What the hell? I want to pet the little dinosaur. What the hell, game? Whatever. It's not that important. I just wanted to pet the dinosaur real quick, but nope, game's not gonna let me, so I guess it just wasn't destined to be. And besides, it was just silly anyway. Seems to be doing pretty dang good, even with OBS taking a few FPSs away. Seems more than playable. Definitely glad FSR's here to help this thing out a little. That's exactly what I was hoping that thing would be used for. Unfortunately, I also usually have to use it on my main computer and all the rest of them too. That part's not as cool, but still nice that I can use it better than just being like, nope, here's 30 FPS, deal with it, bitch. But it seems like people are making games for the more like futuristic stuff. I don't even know if, well, maybe it will. A 5090 will probably be able to play this game maxed out. And then I heard there might even be like a 5090 Titan or like 5090 AI or something like that. No one really knows for sure what it's going to be called, obviously. Everything is just rumors and speculation at the time being. But that's surely destined to change. Who knows? Maybe that'll change before this video comes out. This is going to come out probably like months from now. Or not months from now, but like tomorrow or something.
Need my data
And who
spec
knows,
to
it could
break into
change
this.
and they could know all that tomorrow and then I'll look like an idiot. But anyway, let's move on. Well, let's try a little frame gen now. And we still got FSR on quality as well. And the rest of the settings, we're still just going to leave it on the high preset. I just turned a couple things off, like motion blur, intensity. Here's the rest of the settings real quick. Alright, now let's get back to the game and see how it does now. Here we go now with frame gen enabled. It definitely has small itty bitty little frame time stips, but nothing I don't think I would notice. Well, that I might notice without a frame time or without a frame time graph, but I don't know for sure. Maybe I wouldn't. Still though, at least this time frame gen feels like it's helping more than hindering. But that's because we're closer to 60 FPS already. We were pretty close. We couldn't always hit it with these settings native, but a little FSR help we were. And then with frame gen, it just is icing on top. The only time I don't like it is when it just causes lots of stutters, like big frame time spikes. And I haven't really been seeing that happen here, really. Hey, I can finally pet my damn dinosaur.
Don't worry, buddy. You're still my favorite.
I really don't think too many people would have a problem playing it like this either. If I recall, I think it was a little smoother with just FSR on. That's probably the way I would play this one, but everybody can make their own informed decision. And the badass thing is, with PCs, you can got so many settings, you can make the game look exactly how you like it. Alright though, I'd say we could probably move on now. I think that's a good idea. Alright, now for a little camera recorded gameplay so we don't have anything interfering with the FPS now. We still have frame gen on, all that stuff. I'm just running around town, just getting us a little bit of some FPSage. Not really going on with the story. I'm scared if I go any further with the story, I'm going to get shoved into a small building and then have to sit there and play for a long time before I can get back out, you know? Games with Wukong, I was like, okay. Same thing might happen. That one I was scared of being shoved into like a cave or something. So I just did like the beginning little area. Obviously there could be spots that are, and probably are spots that are way harder to run than this. Also, sorry I'm not going further on. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are probably bored watching this, but this is mostly just for FPS, not really a, what do you call it, gameplay channel where we like play through the games. Although a lot of people said I'd be pretty good at those if I were to just pick some games. We're also just running around picking shit up too. Oh, by the time I'm done making these videos and running around here, I'll probably have found everything there is to find. But yeah, look at that frickin' VRAM. We're at 9.1 gigs, and we're at 1080p. So 1440p is probably going to be a little interesting. Things might get a little spicy, but hopefully we can still get some playable FPS. But it might not be 60 without help from FSR. I mean, we were struggling to get 60 unless we played on medium without FSR here. If you want high, you got to have FSR. That's what I can deduce from the little I've played. And I think I found where I'm supposed to go after I fixed my little thing. I came in here like, I can't go any further without the thing. So yeah,
data spike to break into
I gotta go fix that, but I don't want to fix that yet. Because then I am going to get stuck indoors. That definitely looks like indoors. I could go get my data spike probably fixed. That guy looked like he was standing outside. But then we're just going to get stuck in a conversation where I'm just stuck standing in one spot. Out of my way. here to craft? No? How about over here? No? Oh wait, there's a data pad.
What do you think, Nix? Should we
Yeah,
head
it's
back
me,
to
my
the Broken
credits are
Hoof
on the
and place a
smallest.
bet?
Well, that's just a light. I thought there was a thing to pick up there, but nope, that is just a light. I don't think I can steal their light. We're back here. Can't believe I walked right by that. But in any case, I think that's probably good for camera recorded gameplay. So why don't we go ahead and wrap this video on up? Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Star Wars Outlaws. And seems like you can't really play it and get 60 plus all the time if you don't want to use upscaling, if you just throw it on high. And there could be settings higher than high. I didn't even bother looking. Once I saw how bad it was running just in the menus, I was like, oh boy. But if you run it on medium with no upscaling, it seems like it'd probably stay above 60 more than it would fall under 60. In fact, I don't think I saw it drop under 60 even while recording. And recording in this seemed to take about anywhere from 4 to 8 FPS depending on where I was and what settings I was using. So, and then if you turn on FSR, you seem to have a pretty good time, and it doesn't really look bad in this game. And then, if you want it to even have more FPS, well, appear to have more FPS, you can turn on frame gen. And at least in this game, since we were already getting 60 plus, it actually feels like it helps out a little bit, instead of like on my Ally and Steam Deck and stuff where we're usually around 30, 40, and then it still feels like 30, 40, yet it'll tell me I'm getting 70 to 80. But still, at least it actually does something in this. So I'm happy when when technology actually works for its intended purpose. And especially when it's on something like this. It's like almost 3 years old, and it actually needs a little help for some of these new games. This is exactly what I like this technology for. What I don't like is having to rely on all of it on my 4090s and 7900 XTXs and stuff like that. But hey, it is what it is. I think games are just gonna be made around those technologies, so I guess this old fart is just gonna have to get used to it. But anyway, that is about that for this video. It's time for me to go get started on the 1440p version, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video though, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.